welcome back to another video. In this one, I am going to be doing another best class setup as well as a weapon guide, and this time I am going to be tackling the Cordite submachine gun here in Black Ops 4. So that's the thing, guys. Of course, what I am going to be covering in this video is the first part of the video. I am going to be discussing the Cordite submachine gun, then a little bit later I am going to be showcasing a really awesome creative class for the weapon, and then finally I am going to be talking about some things you guys want to know about the creative class before you go ahead and use it. So that's the thing, guys. Recently on the channel I've been uploading a lot of weapon guide videos and you guys have really seemed to enjoy them, so feel free to comment down below, would you like to see more weapon guide videos on the channel, as well as if you guys would like to, feel free to comment down below what are some other weapons I should make a best class setup video on. Make sure to leave your suggestions down below in the comment section. Also, let's see if we can break 10 likes on this video, that would be absolutely amazing. And yeah guys, now that I got the intro out of the way, let's actually dive right into the video. So of course the first thing that I am going to be talking about in this video, and that's going to be discussing the Cordite submachine gun. So if you actually did not know, the Cordite submachine gun is actually one of the final submachine guns that you unlock in the game, being that you unlock the Cordite at level 40, which makes the Cordite the second last submachine gun that you unlock in Black Ops 4, just behind the SOG 9mm. The Cordite is a very consistent submachine gun in the game, with moderate damage, controllable recoil, as well as a pretty fast fire rate. And interestingly enough, the operator mod for the Cordite is actually called belt fed, where it actually gives you 600 rounds of ammunition and you don't have to reload. However, it does implement a cooling mechanic where if you shoot for too long, the weapon will actually overheat, which in turn takes you out of action for a couple seconds. Overall, the Cordite submachine gun is a really fun weapon in Black Ops 4 and it's actually one of my favorite weapons in the game. Alright, so now I am going to be moving over to the creative class I have for this video. So guys, as you can see, the creative class is going to be on your screen right now. So of course, we are going to be using the Cordite submachine gun, and we are going to be using the brand new 0G Mastercraft camo that was added into Black Ops 4 on March 15th. Moving over to the attachments I have for this video, the first attachment is going to be grip, and that's just because I mentioned this a little bit earlier. And as for the Cordite submachine gun, the recoil is actually pretty decent. However, if you want to take out enemies at medium to longer ranges, it is going to be a little bit tricky. So if you throw on foregrip, it is going to be a little bit easier to take out enemies at longer ranges. So that's how come we are going to be using foregrip. Moving over to our second attachment, we are going to be using rapid fire, and that is just because I noticed that with this particular weapon, the rate of fire is actually a little bit slow. So if you put on rapid fire, it is going to be bumping up that rate of fire, and in turn, it is going to be reducing the time to kill on this particular weapon. Moving over to our third attachment, we are going to be using long barrel, and interestingly enough, if you actually have long barrel equipped and you are going to be using this particular Mastercraft, it kind of looks like there's a suppressor on the weapon, which is actually pretty cool in my opinion. And of course guys, for our final attachment, we are going to be using the operator mod, which is honestly a really awesome operator mod in the game, and it is very useful, especially on the Cordite. Moving over to the gear, we are going to be using stim shot, and then for the perk setup, we are only going to be using one perk, and that's going to be ghost, just so that way we can stay off the radar. So that's the thing about this particular class setup. Usually for my class setups, I like to use 2 to 3 perks. However, for this particular class setup, I am only going to be using 1 perk, and that's just because for the Cordite submachine gun, I like to have more attachments on it, as well as in a lot of my creative classes, I do end up using scavenger. However, since we are going to be using the operator mod for the Cordite, you actually don't need to use scavenger because you have 600 rounds of ammunition. So since I don't need to use scavenger for this particular class setup, it means that I can go ahead and use an extra attachment. So yeah guys, that's going to be it for the creative class portion of this video. Now before I go ahead and transition over to a live commentary of me using this particular class setup, I am going to be talking about some things that you want to know before you go ahead and use this class setup. So that's the thing guys about this particular creative class, as well as the Cordite submachine gun overall. This submachine gun operates best at close to medium range, and you will notice that if you try to take out enemies at longer ranges, it is going to be a little bit tricky, because comparing this submachine gun to other submachine guns in the game, such as the GKS, the recoil is a little bit tricky to manage, which means it is going to be a little bit more difficult to take out enemies at longer ranges. However, if you do get into a circumstance where you need to take out an enemy at the longer range, you can somewhat effectively do it as long as you tap fire the weapon as well as you really control your recoil. So yeah guys, that's going to be it for the weapon guide portion of this video. Now I am going to be moving over to a live commentary of me using this particular class setup in Black Ops 4. So yeah guys, enjoy the live commentary. Alright, so hello everyone and welcome to the live commentary portion of this video. So guys, as you can see, of course, this is the creative class that we are going to be using for this video. And guys, as you can see, I'm actually going to be using the 0G Mastercraft camo for the Cordite, which is honestly a really cool Mastercraft camo in the game. So that's how come I am am going to be using it. If you guys haven't already seen it, these are actually the stages of this Mastercraft camo. So of course, this is what it looks like at the start of the game, then once you get 5 kills and then 10 kills. Now you can't really see it too well over here, however the main difference between 10 kills as well as 25 kills, and that is, there's actually a little satellite that orbits around the weapon, which is really cool in my opinion. Also something that's very interesting, and that is, if you actually have long barrel equipped when you are going to be using this Mastercraft camo, it kind of looks like you have a suppressor on the weapon, which I find pretty interesting. So yeah guys, now that I got the intro out of the way, I will see you when I join up into my first game. Alright guys, so as you can see, we are going to be joining up into our first game, and this time, we of course are going to be playing a game of standard TDM here on Morocco. So let's go ahead and see exactly how well we can do in this game. Alright, so of course, as you can see, this is actually the Mastercraft camo. I mentioned this in the video that I made originally on the Mastercraft camo, and as I really do like it. Honestly, I would say that this is actually one of my favorite Mastercraft camos up there, with the Mastercraft for the ABR-223 as well as the Mastercraft for the Vapor Assault Rifle. And there we go, we just got our first kill. And oh my goodness, they were all over there, but we ended up getting a double kill, which I will definitely take, and it's very good just to start off the game. And yeah guys, if you would like to, feel free to comment down below what are your thoughts on this particular Mastercraft camo. Honestly, I think the whole theme of this camo is really cool, and it just gets better once you get 5 kills, 10 kills, and then 25 kills. And wait a second, okay, there we go, took him out. And guys, as you can see, this is actually the first stage of the camo. There we go, we actually just got a headshot, okay. And we just got a UAV. Let's go ahead and see where they're going to be. Okay, it looks like there's going to be a person coming up over here. There he is, took him out. Now we have a counter. And there's a bunch of snipers over there, so I'm just going to leave, because I really don't want to get quick scoped right now. And guys, as you can see, this is actually the second stage of the camo. And we just got our Tempest, okay, that's pretty good. Alright, so we ended up dying, and we were actually on a Merciless, however it's not too big of a deal. We now have our Tempest, which is actually really good, so let's go ahead and see if we can get some kills with it, and wait a second. Alright, took him out. Actually, that was the guy that killed me off my 10. There we go, that was actually a triple. That's really good. And we're starting to get our score streaks again. Wait a second.
Crash spotted.
Wait a second, okay, we just got our sniper's nest, that's really good. I'm glad that we were able to get it this time, and not die 50 points off of it like last time. Okay, there's another kill. Looks like there's a person up there. Actually, there are several people up there. And we're on the Merciless again, okay. This is actually a really good game, and that's the tricky thing. I'm not completely sure where they're going to be spawning. And it looks like they're going to be spawning back there, okay. I'm just going to leave that area because I don't really have the proper weapon to take them out. There's another one. Let's go ahead and throw this down. Alright, so we ended up dying, however it's not too big of a deal. We just got our counter UAV. That's pretty decent. And it looks like they're trying to shoot down all our score streaks. Yeah, there's a person right over there. He was trying to shoot down my counter.
Ready to fire.
And guys, as you can see, I just reached the final stage of this particular camo, and you can see there's a little satellite that is orbiting around it, which is really cool. Okay, we just got our Tempest again, and it looks like they're going to be spawning over here, so we might be able to get a nice little multi-kill.
Eyes on Asia. Remove.
UAV available for target.
Remove.
That's actually a triple.
Target's fried.
And we just died by a person with the war machine. Oh my goodness. Alright, but we just got 5 kills with the Tempest. Alright guys, so that's going to be the game. I ended up going 47-8. Pretty awesome game in my opinion. We actually got 2 Mercilesses, which is actually pretty awesome. So yeah guys, that's where I'm going to be ending off this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like on it down below, as well as make sure to subscribe with post notifications turned on, so that way you guys will not miss a new upload from me. Again guys, this was the creative class I used for this video. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I hope to see you in the next one.